Yo, I am Eumonik. I've heard it repeated that repetition legitimizes. Repetition legitimizes. Cycle mode in BandLab is a utility, but it can also be used as a creative function. I'm going to show you how to use it so you can make more music. Repetition legitimizes, practice makes perfect. All of these are concepts that are based around the fact that you need space and time for ideas to grow, especially if you're starting a new song or a new project. Now, a simple feature like cycle mode may be overlooked. You simply turn it on and then it will loop that section over and over until you push stop or until you disable cycle mode. But truly, there is a workflow that is centered around that I use all the time for my projects. I'm definitely a big believer in starting simple, and there's all kinds of ways to create a project in BandLab. And if you didn't know, now in the BandLab mobile app, the loop browser is available. So that's where I'm going to start for this. There's all kinds of samples, melodies, textures. I'm gonna find something good, I know it. Oh, that's pretty cool. To preview any of the sounds, you simply tap on the play button on that sample, and then to use that sample, you tap it once and it'll download that sample, then you tap it again and it'll get it into the mix editor. Now I just gotta find something that I like. The fun part, and sometimes the challenge, is finding a sound that inspires you to start creating. This is interesting. Nice. Hey, I know this one. Yeah, the Dimension Flute from the Eumonik loop pack. Sounded glorious. Okay, moving on. Dune Surf Soft Texture 1. I like this. That's where I'm going to start. Now that I have something to start with and that sound is now in the mix editor, I'm going to adjust the cycle length to have a loop that I can begin to layer tracks on top of and build vertically. Simply tap the bar up at the top and then you can adjust the length. I'm going to do a 4-bar loop and add some drums to this. Give it some rhythmic structure. MIDI instruments. Chill wave. Sure, I'm feeling chill. Before I record these drums, I'm going to turn on the metronome so I have a click to record to, something to keep me on beat. And then I'm also going to turn on input quantization. That's the cue up at the top right. And what that does is it adjusts the notes that you record in to keep them on grid as well. It'll just make things a whole lot more simple for me. And now we got a groove. I'm digging it. And that's going to continue to play when in cycle mode so I can think about the next sound that I want to add. As that plays, I'm starting to get ideas. I want another sound. All right, now we got a groove. I like it. And the thing about cycle mode is that it'll keep playing until you stop it, so the vibe is prolonged. It'll just keep going. And now that I'm hearing it, I'm thinking about adding another sound. So let's find something for, I don't know, a melody or just some more melodic context. Right there. Orchestral sounds. Sure. I love cellos. I use those quite often. A clarinet. Yep, doing it. Cycle mode is continuously playing this track, and I'm building the track vertically, and that's the workflow that I mentioned. You start with a simple loop, and then you continue to layer tracks onto that. Now, in addition to it, you can also add or preview effects while cycle mode is playing. So I'm gonna adjust this clarinet. Give it a little bit more character and movement. While staying in the vibe, you can also mix the tracks while in cycle mode. Yeah, start simple, cycle, build vertically, and prolong the vibe. Soon enough, a track will develop out of that. There's a certain flow when it comes to making music and the entire creative process. Using cycle mode can help you get into that and then start to build from there. Make sure you're subscribed here for more BandLab tutorials. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, hit the link in the description to check out my channel. Now, you know what to do. Make more music. Peace.